I slept pretty good. I woke up not wanting to get up because I woke up earlier, which is like 5:15, 5:30 in the morning. And I think today's going to be very, very fun. And probably going to see many things like yesterday.
What do you hope you're going to see today? What do you hope you're going to see today?
A big oak.
Okay, morning of this morning, whatever morning it is.
I think it's Thursday today.
Thursday, yep. We had a good morning yesterday. Got into some bulls. Anthony got to hear his first good bugles. And
See his first elk at a distance.
yeah, and we had a couple close.
Yep.
But then we kind of hit a little dry spell. John and I drove all over the mountain looking for elk. Couldn't get anything to bugle. So we split up last night. Donnie took Anthony and Micah and John and went up one canyon and had some good encounters.
Yeah, we had a couple of bulls close to him, and it was very hard to pass, or
Hard for him to pass.
it was questionable as to should we shoot, should we not shoot, but shot placement would not have been the greatest, and gave us practice on setting up his rifle and getting in position, so it was good practice.
And Ben and I went up another drainage and we heard 5 different bulls, but we only got one bugle out of all but one of them, and they were little bulls, they weren't fired up. And so when they came back and showed us the footage that they had, I thought, man, they probably should have shot. But then Russ and Tony came through and they went around the other side of the mountain, and I think they saw 14 or 15 bulls, a couple really big bulls, lots of bugling action. So that's where we're heading this morning, looking for it.
We loaded up Corey's big butterfly net.
Now we know where they're at, we're just going to go scoop them up. Now there's a big bull up there, a couple really nice bulls, and several other bulls they didn't see that were bugling. So it's a lot warmer this morning. It's like 28 degrees.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
Yeah, but we're going to drive my truck anyway. We've got 3 ATVs loaded up, and we're going to drive the truck around there. Donnie's going to take the buggy, and we'll surround the mountain with ATVs and buggies.
Yep.
That's the plan. That's the update, John. Did I do good?
It was
Did I
alright.
cover everything?
It was okay.
Okay, perfect.
I've
We're
heard
gonna kill
better.
an elk now.
Very well. There's his cows.
I think that bull is, he's on the list. I've seen him twice now, and Anthony's pretty excited, but he's not in a great spot right there, so we're going to go hunt the other spot, and then if that doesn't pan out, we might see if we can relocate this one a third time. See if third time's a charm.
I must have just heard it. Oh, there's elk right there on the hillside, straight above the hill from us.
You can see that bull's antlers from here.
Yeah, he's a good bull. I just didn't get a good look at him.
Big white tips all over.
Oh, dude. That's raking.
gobble of public land right here. We found the big bull that Russ and Tony found last night. If we'd have been about 3 minutes earlier, we'd have got him, but he came across the hillside on public and dropped over onto private. So Russ has his in-reach out, and we're texting to see if we have permission on private. We've been so focused on public that we haven't worried about private, but there are a couple landowners that said if we needed, we could go onto their property for this hunt. We just don't know if this is one of them, so he's over the ridge on the private. We're just trying to get information, see if we can go chase him. Which they own everything beyond this. They own that knob over there. All of this is public. All the timber and draws here are public. So no problem going after that herd. I don't think so at all. You know which way the wind's blowing. We can get right up there and park and just climb up on that knob. We can make a plan.
Do we have permission in this canyon?
Yeah, we just have a little square right here that we have to get. Basically, that level there, it goes all the way across, but we have everything that way is good. Yeah, for all the bulls you guys saw up on that side last night, there's probably just as many more back over in here. Mm-hmm.
So what's the signal if we can be outside, we'd be able to see us? We'll be close. You guys can take Anthony and Donnie over there. 6.5. Sounds like he might come out right above those trees. So, is that gonna be? Can you see that tree up there? Yeah, get over a little bit. Make it so it's comfortable. Good on your shoulder though. You need this a little bit higher.
No, because when I get this, I can push it up like that.
Okay.
And I can see.
It might come out fast, we don't know. You see those little trees? The scope pretty big. Practice getting on them.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can move it back and forth pretty good. We're out past that one. You remember how fast that one came out yesterday, right?
Is he falling?
He's gonna die. Whenever you're ready, he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall right there. You're okay. You don't need to shoot him again.
Sure.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh my God. First person to kill an animal with that gun ever. Oh my God. Dude, you smoked it right behind your shoulder. Dude. Such an awesome shot.
So thank you very much to Hunt of a Lifetime and everybody here at this camp. Thank you for everything. It's just very awesome, very nice, everything. I can't thank you enough. It's so great.
That's why we do it.
There you have it. That smile, that ecstatic look on the face, exactly why we do it.
Yeah.
Just, we get to feel it all the time, and it is very rewarding to pass it on and let somebody else enjoy it just as much as we do.
Yeah. No, it's kind of, up until this year, the Hunt of a Lifetime hunt's always been the last hunt of the season for us, and we call it, the capstone to our season. It comes back after a grueling season, and to be able to go and share a hunt like that with someone like Anthony, it reminds us why we do it. It recharges us. It refocuses us, recenters us. It's just, that's the hunt each year, and this year was no exception.
Just, and especially for people, they're coming from places that there are not elk, and they get to see pictures, they get to see videos, but until you're standing next to an elk, they don't realize how big the bodies are, how big the antlers are, and that bull coming, it always works out.
We wanted that experience. We wanted
Yeah.
him to be able to experience a bull coming in, bugling, all of that. And we were struggling up till day 3 here, and we just hadn't had that classic call. We'd called in bulls, we'd seen bulls, but just not one that came in. And
Yeah.
this morning, there was a big bull, the big bull that Russ and Tony had found, and we got up there and were able to get up on it. We just couldn't get there fast enough, and it moved on to private. And we were there for over an hour hoping that bull would come off the private, and it wouldn't. It was a steep hill, it was tough hiking, and then we went back and found this bull, and just like you said, it always works out the way it's supposed to, and no exception here. We were incredibly blessed with another hunt of a lifetime.
And when we were sitting on that point, there was another bull back in there. We figured that bull's probably the big bull from this morning. Knowing that it's a big bull, that bull, the one that he winds up shooting, walks out. I'm like, I think that big bull, I think he's still gonna come out. Anthony looks at me and he's like, I think I want him. I think I want him. I'm like, hey, it's your choice. And when he said, I'm going to do it, he put his hand up on his scope, leaned into it, perfect shot, and it was done.
Yeah.
And 12 years old, and the respect that he showed for the animal, because the elk didn't go down immediately.
Made a great shot. Perfect behind the shoulder, double long shot.
But he was just standing there, and 15 seconds goes by or so, and I'm looking at it, watching the bull, and Anthony's sitting right next to me, and he just says, I'm sorry, buddy. And it just, it hit you.
Yeah.
It hit me, and it was done and over with, and then we were able to celebrate a successful hunt.
Yeah. Another cool part, I was off to the side calling. Donnie was right there with Anthony, and those hunts are emotional. There's a lot of emotion beyond the hunt that goes into that. And I walked up, and Donnie had tears running down his face, and I didn't realize what Anthony had said about, I'm sorry, buddy, when the elk's standing there. And then we go down, and Micah's right there, and I know Tyler had a camera on Micah getting his reaction, and just incredible.
Yeah.
We sometimes put a lot of pressure on ourselves when we're hunting, have a rough day, a rough hike, miss a bull. We just there's emotion in it, but these hunts are like nothing else. You got the emotion from the hunt, and then the emotion from the situation, the emotion knowing that this is what Anthony dreamed of. This is his dream hunt, and to be able to share that with him is incredible.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Gramps was, he could have pulled the trigger and wouldn't have been any more excited, but
Yeah,
it was another successful, rewarding hunt.
totally. Yep, so that's our elk season. That is Destination Elk V2. And thanks to Anthony, someone tonight's going to win a YETI 210 cooler. Just be sure and comment below. Tonight's the last night to get all your comments in. Comment below. We have 2 winners tonight. We've got a package number 3 with the elk call, the Mountain Ops Ignite, and the YETI Rambler. Winner number 2 is going to win the YETI 210.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. Should we give them a little sneak peek of what that is?
Yeah.
So
Tomorrow night, a lot of people might win something.
So tomorrow night, you've got to come back, and we are going to announce all the winners. We are going to do a little recap of the season. We are going to show a bonus hunt, which we, You know, when Jeff and Mark Skousen were hunting in Wyoming during Destination Elk, there were a lot of comments about Jeff passing up bulls, and oh, it must be nice to pass up elk. Oh, I'm getting tired of watching trophy hunting. And you know, Jeff spent, I think, 10 or 11 years applying for Wyoming and drew one of the best tags in the state. So he did have a goal in mind. He didn't have a number. It wasn't like he was looking for a 350-inch bull. He just was looking for a mature bull. So he did pass up a couple of bulls that most of us, including Jeff, would shoot on just about any other hunt.
Yeah, he spent the past 10 years while he's been putting in for these points shooting spikes and cows and
Yeah, they live in
smaller
Utah.
bulls.
And so in Utah, same thing. You apply forever to draw a hunt, and on the years that you don't, the over-the-counter hunts or the spike hunts, you're shooting anything you can. And Jeff and Mark are no exception to that. So we've got a little footage from Mark's hunt here in Idaho from this season that we're going to share with you tomorrow night. So come back for that. We're going to announce all the winners, and we are going to announce the winner of the elk truck. So big night.
Hope it's me.
You hope it's you? That's kind of like the Baku e-bike that we're giving away.
Jesse wants it.
Yeah, Jesse wants it. And there were several comments that said, pick me and I'll give it back to Jesse. So
Yeah, if you win the truck, you can give it to me.
yeah, and if you win the bike, you can give it to Jesse.
There you go.
So before we go, just again, huge thank you to our sponsors. They've been the ones that have enabled us to bring you 30 episodes of Destination Elk this year, which has been incredibly fun. We've shown you some different landscapes, a lot of different scenery, different hunting styles, hopefully some education along the way. Dad jokes. Do you have a dad joke? We haven't told one for a few episodes.
Oh my gosh.
If you're missing dad jokes, just go back and watch the dad joke challenge episode again. It's
I spent so much time away from work this year, I thought I was going to get fired for that. But now they're going to fire somebody for not having good posture. I have a hunch it's going to be me.
as I'm sitting here slouching over on the cooler.
No.
Good posture here. Yeah,
There you go.
there we go. So, our sponsors, YETI, again, huge thanks to YETI. We've given away the loadout go boxes, the YETI 210s, Mountain Ops. We've given away every day the Mountain Ops Ignite in Bugleberry, the last 30 tubs of it.
Yep.
We'll be announcing those winners tomorrow. We've got Gerber. Gerber's given us, we've got the knives, the Vital and the hardball knives.
YETI
Did I say
Ramblers. Hardball, it's a fastball.
I was going to say, that didn't sound right. Hardball, it's fastball. The fastball knife, we've got the Ramblers from YETI, and then the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and they don't have physical product for us to give away, but what they do have is probably even more valuable for us as elk hunters. And it's not elk hunting gear, it's opening up access. And public land's a huge topic, huge conversation piece right
Yes.
now. And they're putting membership dollars into that fight to be able to open up access for elk hunting, to conserve habitat, to conserve elk. And if you're not a member, I just strongly encourage you, spend the $35, become a member of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and help them ensure elk habitat, and habitat for other wildlife.
Keeps those places open that we were able to go to all season.
Yep. So another just huge thank you to Sig Sauer. They provided the rifle for Anthony to shoot, and beyond cool. They sent it out. They just wanted, to be able to have Anthony have that opportunity to be the first person to shoot an elk with Sig's new bolt rifle that's coming out next year. And a lot of the parts on it, as we mentioned before, were 3D printed. They weren't even actual production parts. So we have to send the rifle back, but they are going to take the action and the barrel from that gun, as well as the original cartridge that he shot the elk with. And they're going to build one of the first production rifles on that action and barrel and give it to Anthony.
Yeah.
So awesome. Just those are the caliber of companies that we are so proud to partner with.
Yes.
That just they want to be involved on the personal level. We have relationships with them. The gear is phenomenal. There's no doubt. We 100%. It's more than just getting a check and being able to do something. We partner with people we believe in. We believe in their products, and because of that partnership, they believe in what we're doing, and it shows. They put their money where their mouth is, and for SIG to do that for Anthony, it's just beyond awesome. So, huge thanks to all of our sponsors, partners, the brands, the products that we use. Just support them. Let them know how grateful you are for their support, so that we can keep doing this.
Yep. And thank you so much for following along every night and commenting.
It's fun to go through the comments
It is.
and see. We start to almost picture a personality with some of the YouTube names on there. So like we said, we didn't get a chance to go through and actually reply to the comments. We have read every single comment, and there's so many tens of thousands of them. It's been fun.
Yeah.
So thank you for being a part of this with us. Thank you for commenting. And now tomorrow night we get to come back and reward you for your comments. So we've got over $40,000 worth of gear to give away tomorrow night. We've got a fun hunt to watch tomorrow night, a successful hunt, and a quick recap of our season, and it'll be fun.
We'll see you then.
Yep, back here, same time tomorrow night.